Welcome to a summary of our book club meeting, Parenting and Non-Religious Spirituality Book Club. We just finished another meeting. I'm Efrat Shokef, and this is my colleague, partner to this amazing book club, Anna Beer. And Anna is going to introduce our book that we just discussed.
We just had a beautiful discussion about the book I'm showing to you in German. It's from Lorna. Is it Byrne or Byrne?
I think it's Byron, but I'm not sure. Lorna Byrne, Angels in My Hair.
Lorna Byrne, Angels in My Hair. And I give you a short summary of it. It's the story of Lorna, who grew up in Ireland in the 50s, 60s, last century. And she has an extraordinary story, as from the beginning of her life, she lived, interacted, and was guided by what she calls the angels, who guided her through her childhood up to now, up to the moment where she was guided and told to write the book. And she describes her experiences being labeled as sort of intellectual, not being very intellectual because of her appearance and her actions. And she also describes her own way of learning through and from the angelic world. And yeah, we discovered it's a very challenging, interesting, and profound books for us as parents, and also in the interaction with our children. Anything to add, Efrat?
Yeah, I think, there's so many pieces to our discussion in the last hour. But one important piece, I think, is our awareness. And this book really, really helps. So I guess maybe even an invitation that if you are a spiritually aware parent or grandparent, or walk by significant little ones that you feel, sense energy, see an angel, communicate with nature, walk with those abilities. And most children actually do. It disappears with time, or it disappears because we communicate to them that it's wrong, so they're quiet about it. This book is a great read in order to experience and see it from the eyes of the low ones experiencing it. Mm-hmm. So many children do experience energies and do experience communications. We can call it guidance, angels, nature, the various elements. It doesn't matter what names we use to call it. They experience more than what we can see with our physical eyes and hear with our physical ears. And when we open up to that fact that their world is rich and has those aspects, as possibly we had as children as well, it's easier for us to guide them, to communicate with them about it. It's easier for it to become something common that we can talk about within the family. And even with just genuine, loving curiosity, then accept them with those gifts, allowing them to stay true to who they are. So I think that if there is one really important piece that we all took from this discussion, from her story, and why I think parents should read this book, is that viewpoint of a child experiencing energies and how that may feel with the reactions of those around us.
And also that your actions and the way you interact with the world could be different because of that. So if a child overacts or is showing a behavior that's not familiar to us, first of all, not to judge, but to observe and to give space. To give space to this, I would just call it a different interaction with the world, which it mostly is, and being open to it. And yeah, not make it, our wish maybe sometimes as parent is to make it right, or to to fit in a child. But maybe that's not it.
But yeah, I don't think any parents really wants to put their child into the box of social expectations. But we do that because that's easier. That's the resources we have, because school is like that, and other parents are like that, and other kids are like that. And there's so many do's and don'ts which do not serve anyone, but are part of how you raise children in the modern Western world, and globally in a way, in many aspects. And it's an invitation to be open, as you said, to anything that our child shows, brings. I think that's true in any case, whether it's about seeing energies or having another uncommon ability or thought, but it's be open to how they experience the world, and judge it or not judge it, not through our adult life, which have those boxes, we all do, but through the eyes of that child. Open up to the wonder and the joy and the magic all around us. And as I think she invites us in her book and all of her books, she has additional books, open up to receiving help, receiving guidance, not walking alone, weaving those pieces that are ours if we just say yes to them. Within how we raise our children. Most children, we meet those children that are spiritually aware and experience energies and communicate with their guidance. I haven't met a lot of children that are at the extreme as she is, or that she experienced as a child, such profound guidance, walking with her every step of her life, guiding her, preparing her for what she's doing now, serving as a healer to our world. But many children do have those experiences. You did as a child. I did as a child. So many people that we know had those experiences as a child, and nurturing them even if merely by accepting that it is okay, it is normal, it is part of our processes and who we are, would be a great gift. And I think that's a great gift of this book, showing it exists.
It exists, and that there are different approaches also to learning. How we learn, what is needed, what is maybe not what is not needed for a person. And what we also had in the book club, the learning through observing. That observing nature is a huge source for children and a huge learning source. And I think she's amazing in that. The way they show her the natural world, it's just wonderful. And if you really look at it, the perfection in everything, the joy, the dying and the giving birth and everything, that's a whole universe you can learn from that. And she has a very nice approach to it. Nice is not the right word. It's a very deep approach to it, which I really, really liked. And there was one aspect we didn't discuss in the book club, but it now comes to my mind. What really struck me was also that she's shown also all the hardship in the world, all the things that are really tear you apart, and at the same moment shown all the beauty. And it's more or less the same, being aware that that everything is present, but we can choose to stay in the beauty, in the joy, in the wonder of life. And I also feel that is very, very important for children today, to connect to life and everything that is connected to that joy.
Yeah, I relate to that, both in relating to life in terms of nature and being nature, as you shared in the book club, about just breathing in and knowing the environment is not outside of us, it is us. We are nature, we are part of it, and finding the way, each family in its own way, to cultivate that connection, and that it's a choice. It's a choice to connect. It's a choice to focus on the beauty, and our world is magically beautiful. And it's also a choice to say yes to the guidance, inviting us. Everyone has guidance. Everyone has an open door to say yes. It's a matter of, some of us are mentally in a box. Some of us believe in science. For some of us, the route to connecting to our angel is shorter. For some, it's longer. But no matter what we need to heal or unweave on our way to that, we all have that door open. She did it as a child, and she embraced it. She embraced who she was, and she was beautifully guided and protected along the way. And so many children are, and so many adults were as children until they grew up as they grew up. We will not judge the way things evolved for each of us, but then we can and need to remember that we can become choice makers and choose how we walk. Listen to those nudges, intuition, guidance, those little pieces that help us get back on our path, so that we can walk the life that we wanted to walk here.
Yes. That's wonderful. Yeah, I think you wrapped it all up. Thank you.
So if I wrapped it all up, thank you for joining us for this short summary. You can find more about Anna Beer on our website, and about myself at 𝐶𝐻𝐾𝐫 on my website. Both links always appear below our videos, so you can find more about our work and what we do, and how to join our next meeting for the Parenting and Non-Religious Book Club. We'd love to have you. Thank you.
Hope to see you next time. Bye.